Surah Al-Layl, also known as the Night in English, is the 92nd chapter of the Qur'an. This surah primarily focuses on the themes of the human soul, its potential for good and evil, and the consequences of one's actions. Here is a brief tafseer, interpretation, of some key themes and verses in Surah Al-Layl. 1. The oath by the night. Surah Al-Layl begins with an oath, where Allah swears by the night and its darkness. This oath serves to draw attention to the message that follows. 2. The nature of the human soul. The surah explores the nature of the human soul and its potential for good and evil. It mentions that Allah has created the soul and has provided it with guidance, both through conscience and divine revelation. 3. The consequences of one's actions. Surah Al-Layl emphasizes the consequences of one's actions. It states that individuals have the freedom to choose their path, whether it leads to goodness or evil. It highlights that the consequences of these choices are known to Allah and will ultimately determine one's fate. 4. The role of messengers and revelation. The surah acknowledges the role of messengers and divine revelation in guiding humanity towards righteousness. It underscores the importance of adhering to the guidance provided by Allah through His messengers. 5. The certainty of accountability. Surah Al-Layl reinforces the concept of accountability and the knowledge of Allah. It serves as a reminder that every action and intention is known to Allah, and individuals will be held accountable for their choices. 6. The contrast between righteousness and wickedness. The surah draws a clear contrast between those who choose the path of righteousness and those who choose the path of wickedness. It underscores the consequences of one's moral choices. 7. The role of wealth and charity. Surah Al-Layl mentions the role of wealth and charity in purifying the soul. It emphasizes the importance of giving to those in need and being charitable as a means of self-purification. In summary, Surah Al-Layl addresses the themes of the human soul, its potential for good and evil, the consequences of one's actions, the role of messengers and revelation, the certainty of accountability, and the contrast between righteousness and wickedness. It emphasizes the importance of making moral choices, recognizing the guidance provided by Allah, and being mindful of the consequences of one's actions.